What's up guys, Eirgor here again with some more Last Epoch. I've been playing through Last Epoch for the last couple of days on my Sentinel so I can learn how the game works in preparation for when the 1.0 version of the game releases at the end of next month. Up to this point, I've been using Rive, which is a 3-part melee cleave, as my main ability, but today I think I'm going to make the full switch to Warpath, the channeled spinning type attack. Rive was pretty enjoyable, but traditionally I've always really enjoyed playing the channeled spinning abilities like Cyclone or Whirlwind in other ARPGs, so I think this is probably the right choice for me. And with that, let's get into it. We're definitely going to want to get some mana leech at some point so we can test if this works. This Warpath deactivates your mana regeneration while you're spinning, while you're channeling Warpath. But I don't know if it deactivates Mana Leech. But I kind of assume that it doesn't deactivate Mana Leech because that's probably the way you're meant to sustain Warpath, by Mana Leeching. So the Warpath damage is quite a bit lower than Rive's damage, but the damage doesn't seem particularly slow. There's some things like these grubs that are like pretty tanky, so it kind of takes a little while, but even then it's not too bad. Where did that thing go? Oh, here it is. Affix Shard augments an item to grant it. Oh. So this is a crafting material. First I have to open the crafting panel. It can be applied to a Primalist relic, and it gives you levels to the Warcry ability for a Primalist. That's actually really cool. I mean, I guess this is as good a time as any to try and take a look at the crafting system. Before we do that though, let's see if this axe was good. It was. Excellent. +1 to lunge and increased melee damage. Sure. Like that. That's good. Alright, so like a piece of gear. Let's put a weapon here. We've got cold damage rolled on it. Chance to ignite and chance to chill. So what, we can add a prefix, I guess? Cool. Do we want increased melee damage or maybe added flat damage? Added flat damage is usually pretty good. Costs 1 to 18 forging potential. I have 24. Modifies the outcome of a craft, granting it 25% chance to have no forging potential. Cost. Oh. Okay, so these are ways to modify the way the craft modifies the outcome of the craft quick glyphs do. Randomly changes the upgraded affix to a different one that can spawn on that item. It cannot change a prefix into a suffix or vice versa. Okay. What is this? Runes. Destroy an item, creating a random number of affix shards containing its power. Oh. So if you get like a shitty item, but it's got a really good affix on it, you could shatter it so that you can craft that affix onto another item. Rerolls the values. So this is like a divine orb. There's the blessed orb. Whichever one is. They're both pretty similar items. Remove a random affix and give you shards. Cool. Random tier 1 affix to all empty affix slots on an item has an increased chance of re-rolling or of rolling rarer affix. That's pretty good. So this is a pretty interesting crafting system. I did not mean to do that. I think we decided we wanted to do added flat fizz, right? Yeah. Okay, so how much did we add? We added 7 fizz. Not very good. Is there no way to see the tiers of the... Oh, tier 1. Okay, yeah, so that we got the worst roll. Tier 1 is the worst roll. I think tiers go all the way up to 10 or something like that. That's definitely the worst one we got. And it cost 15, so we did pretty poorly on the roll for the cost as well. But we can upgrade. So it cost all of our forging potential. And we upgraded it to tier 2. I don't know if you can upgrade more than one tier at a time. I would assume there's a chance for it to happen. But that's pretty decent. That added a lot of damage. So, forging potential. Every item has forging potential, and it costs these shards that you have to craft them. So it's probably always worth it to craft items. Especially if you get an item that has a really good affix, you can just make that affix even better. Well, that's pretty cool though. We're definitely gonna have to toy around with that a bit more later on. We definitely do a lot more damage now. Okay, so now we're out of mana. Mana does regen pretty quickly though. And I don't think I have that much mana regen on my gear. I'm not like super squishy, but those things definitely hurt. I guess part of it is the mini boss respawned. Oh, there we go. One-handed sword. And a one-handed axe. Alright, let's go ahead and put that point in dual wield and try it out. I don't know if you attack faster with Warpath if you're dual wield though. Doesn't seem like it. I also don't know if it takes the damage of both of your weapons or what. It does look kind of cool though. Oh, interesting. So Rive alternates which weapon you attack with. Well, so far I'm not sure if I like dual wield or two-hander more. I will say though, it feels kind of pointless putting points into Rive when I'm not even using it. I think I do prefer two-hander, to be honest. Which means we should actually go back to town and back out of the dual wield thing. Yeah, screw it. Go ahead and do this. Gonna make us weaker for a little while, but it'll be alright. And then we have the chance to echo, which sounds like a lot of fun. I don't really use lunge much. I don't use rebuke a ton, but I think that's the way to go for sure. Yeah, zones reset very quickly because I really wasn't out of there for very long. Ooh, got our first legendary drop. What is this? Thorn Slinger. 4 potion slots, which is better than my current belt. +1 to physical skills. 25 chance to bleed on hit. 6% increased move speed. Throwing attack speed. Don't care about that. And then it has some reflect on it. Okay, that's cool. I don't know what legendary potential is. Oh, what is that? Okay, so this isn't the right. Yeah, can't forge. Yeah, I'm not sure what legendary potential means, but I think this is definitely better. So that means my warpath will get another level. Yeah. Okay, that's cool. That's really cool, actually. So this is even more interesting than like in other ARPGs when you get plus to skills. Oh, but you can't take new things. You can only put levels into something you've already put points into. So that's a way to fill out your travel nodes. Like if you're just filling something to try and get to one of the power nodes, if you get plus skills on your gear, you can fill out the travel nodes on the way. That's pretty nice, actually. And it does count towards the connection as well. Interesting. You just can't put points into something you don't already have at least 1 point in. That's actually really cool, to be honest. Like in other ARPGs, when you get plus the skills on your gear, it just increases the rank of that skill, which just like increases the effect of it. Just does more damage or whatever the ability does. Whereas with this, you actually get more points. Which can transform how the skill functions. One thing that I find interesting about this game is the fact that you can actually go into negative mana. And then you have to regen back up to at least 1 mana before you can spend mana. But it means that you can spend the cost of something that costs more than 1 mana as long as you have at least 1 mana. And then it'll just put you into negative mana again. I haven't seen an echo happen yet. And that's annoying that it like drops shit underneath it. So gives me time to regen mana though, so I guess it doesn't really matter. Anything good? It doesn't have move speed on it, so I don't care. Ooh, this has increased void damage. Technically slightly lower, but I bet you if we craft on it a little bit, it'll be better. Oh, but it's got all of its things already. Oh, we could upgrade this though. We were able to upgrade it twice. And then oh, there's level requirements. But I still have more forging potential to spend so that I could increase it more. But I have to be level 28. I wonder if that's like a way that you guarantee that it'll cost below 8. Not sure. But now it's got way more plus void on it. And that did allow us to have it be more DPS. I actually really like this crafting system. Is this shrine just shit out idols? Anything good? Armor and lightning damage. Health regen, fizz damage. That one's probably good. Poison res, stun chance. Definitely go with this one, I think. Get the armor. I think the armor is better than the ward on potion use. Oh, so this is where you were supposed to learn about crafting. Okay.
Take care of yourself.
One unfortunate thing I don't like about the spin type abilities, though, is they are also movement abilities. I don't think they're classified as such usually, but they make your character move to where your mouse is while you're spinning. And so it makes it really hard to just spin in place, because technically your character will, if nothing else, at least creep forward a little bit, which is a pain in the ass. It'd be nice if instead of moving, it just made your character spin and then you could hold left click while you're doing it to move if you wanted to move. That's all for now. I've really enjoyed my time with Last Epoch so far. The crafting system was really neat to figure out, and it seems like it's really powerful to use even just while getting through the campaign. I like how the crafting has less RNG associated with it, and instead you are simply limited by how much forging potential an item has on it. This means that crafting god items is probably a little bit more straightforward than something like PoE. I'm looking forward to seeing what the system is like with endgame items, as well as figuring out what legendary potential means, like what I saw on the unique belt that dropped. If you guys have any suggestions, please share them down in the comments, and while you're at it, I'd appreciate if you'd like the video and subscribe so you can be notified when the next part is up. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.